Hello，大家好，我就是那个被行业淘汰。
Hi everyone, I'm the nearly 40-year-old model who's been pushed out of the industry and now delivers food to help make ends meet. I've been at this for 2 days, and my biggest challenges are getting lost and worrying about being late with deliveries. I'm always in a rush, and this cold weather is brutal. My face feels like it's about to crack. After just a few deliveries, I've had to find a place to warm up, but there's no other way. I have to push through. Let's go, time to get moving. A model close to 40, facing industry decline, has taken up part-time food delivery. She's been sharing videos of her experiences online, drawing a lot of attention. On March 4th, she shared how she's been getting through 2025 by delivering food and maintaining a positive outlook on life, earning praise from viewers.
很多人认为我不是真的在送外卖。
Many people don't believe I'm actually delivering food, so I want to explain my thoughts today. The job market isn't great right now, and as everyone knows, modeling is a profession that depends on youth. I'm almost 40, and no matter how well I maintain my figure, I can't compete with younger models. Since the pandemic, there have been fewer jobs, and my income isn't enough to cover my expenses, so I started delivering food. With food delivery, I make between 60 to 100 yuan a day. More importantly, it keeps me busy, helps me stay active, and provides a little extra money to cover my living costs. I still need to maintain my image for modeling, which means skincare and other expenses to look polished. That's why, while delivering food, I also film videos to increase my visibility in the industry. If my content does well, maybe I'll land an ad or two, which would be even better. In this tough economy, I want to stay competitive and keep my energy up. One person commented, "You're amazing. I wouldn't even know how to deliver food." Another said, "You don't have to prove anything to anyone. You're already doing great." Many middle-aged workers who lost their jobs have turned to food delivery, while others with unstable employment also take it on as a side gig. For example, in Beijing, the number of food delivery workers in the first half of last year surged by an astonishing 49.7% compared to the previous year. As a result, the industry has become saturated. Another concerning trend is the rising number of women entering nightclub jobs amid the wave of unemployment. A male vlogger who has worked in nightclubs for 17 years said that 2025 has seen the highest number of women in the industry, and even more are expected to join during the summer break.
今年出来找工作的人太多了。
There are too many people looking for jobs this year. I've been in this industry for 17 years, and this is the highest number of women I've ever seen in nightclubs. The numbers are only going to increase. Over the past 2 years, countless brick-and-mortar stores have shut down, fresh graduates are unemployed, and many entrepreneurs have failed, leaving them in deep debt. Some people can't even pay their mortgages or car loans. Even government employees in some areas aren't receiving their salaries on time. Many of these women are turning to nightclubs. A venue that used to have 200 staff now has 300 to 400, but at least 10% of them don't even get shifts every night. Others have gone into foot massage parlors, dance halls, or live stream selling. In major cities like Shanghai, Hangzhou, and Chengdu, the number of nightclub workers has surpassed 1 million. I expect even more people to enter the industry this summer. What do you all think?
Another vlogger analyzed 4 reasons behind this trend.
第一，实体经济不行了，很多整容的大长腿啊。
The first reason is a struggling economy. Many women who have had cosmetic surgery are under financial pressure to repay their debts, so they turn to nightclub work. Second, the live streaming industry isn't as profitable as before. Even influencers with thousands or tens of thousands of followers aren't making much money, so they return to nightclub jobs. Third, many Gen Z women, especially those without higher education or specialized skills, enter the industry to make a living while they're young. And finally, college graduates struggle to find decent jobs and don't want to work a 9-to-5 job for just 2,000 or 3,000 yuan a month, so they opt for nightclub work instead.
There's also the rise of so-called escort models, young women who claim to be in modeling or acting, but are actually involved in gray area professions like transactional relationships or sex work. A female vlogger who helps students study abroad in Singapore said she recently had a surprising client, a high-end escort from Shanghai who wanted to move to Singapore as a student to make money.
就前段时间，我接待了一位来咨询新加坡留学的女生。
Not long ago, I met a young woman who was interested in studying abroad in Singapore. She was incredibly beautiful, dressed in expensive designer clothes, and carried herself with confidence. At first, I thought she was a wealthy heiress from Jiangsu, Zhejiang, or Shanghai, someone with family connections who just wanted an overseas degree for prestige, but her questions were nothing like those of typical students. Instead of asking about universities or courses, she focused on income opportunities in Singapore, the average salaries of locals, and even whether students there were generally attractive. The most shocking part was when she asked if I knew anyone who could alter her birth date on official documents. Then I realized her intentions weren't purely academic. Later, I did some digging and found that she was actually an escort model from Shanghai. Through plastic surgery and careful branding, she had built up an image of wealth and sophistication. As a result, women like her are now turning their attention to Singapore, where, according to some reports, they can earn 20 to 30,000 yuan a night. This reminded me of history, how during the late Qing dynasty, poor families from Fujian and Guangdong had no choice but to travel to Malaysia for work as rubber tappers and construction laborers. But now the ones going overseas aren't impoverished laborers, but self-made socialites from Jiangsu, Zhejiang, and Shanghai, using student visas as a cover to enter the high-end escort scene. The shift is both astonishing and disheartening. Independent commentator Du Zheng remarked that the financial hardship is no excuse for moral decline. In China today, people mock poverty, but then turn a blind eye to prostitution. After decades of atheism promoted by the Chinese Communist Party, many young people lack a strong moral compass. While selling one's body may seem like an easy way to make money, the physical and emotional toll is severe, leaving many of these women in a tragic situation. As China's economic troubles deepen, unemployment is becoming a widespread concern. On platforms like Douyin, Kuaishou, and Xiaohongshu, discussions about joblessness are everywhere. Some users share their struggles, some complain about workplace discrimination, while others express frustration and helplessness. Among the unemployed, women seem to face even greater challenges. Many social media posts detail the hardships women encounter, whether as business owners or as employees. One vlogger pointed out that age 35 has become a red line for women seeking jobs.
我们女的一到了35岁就跟犯了天条一样。
Once a woman turns 35, it's like she's broken some unspoken rule. Most job postings say they're only looking for candidates under 35. Women are the toughest group out there. We juggle work, family responsibilities, relationships, and childcare. We can hold a thermometer in one hand while fixing a PowerPoint presentation with the other. But when we apply for jobs, even female recruiters just nod sympathetically and never call back. Another woman shared how hard it was to find a new job after quitting, saying even 30 feels like the cutoff.
现在找工作真是好难好难呀。
Finding a job is unbelievably difficult. Once you hit 30, it feels like you're automatically rejected. I've applied for so many jobs online. If I try for a sales assistant position, they ask if I have experience. If not, I'm out. I interviewed for a sales job today and saw people coming and going constantly because they couldn't keep up with the weekly targets. If you don't hit the quotas, you won't even get the weekends off. Then there's live stream selling, but that's a dead end too. The job market is awful this year. Has anyone had better luck? I feel completely lost. In Hangzhou, another woman described how job hunting has become nearly impossible.
我感觉2025年的一个最新死法就是在杭州这边找工作。
From last week to this week, I've only managed to get one interview. I've checked every job platform over and over again, but there are barely any openings. I've sent out tons of resumes, but either they get left unread or I never hear back. I started wondering if my applications were even getting through. So this morning, I paid 68 yuan for a premium job hunting membership, but there's still no response. The job descriptions are ridiculous. They want this, that, and everything else, but good luck finding a position with proper benefits or even weekends off. What happened to this job market? A vlogger in Wenzhou also warned job seekers to stay away. If you haven't come to Zhejiang yet, don't. Look at this so-called job seekers bridge. So many people standing around with no work. You might as well stay home and farm. One woman walking down the street broke down in tears, overwhelmed by job hunting.
我感觉就是
I feel like I can't find a job anywhere. It's just so hard. I can't even get interviews. Even for jobs that aren't that great, they still don't want me. Am I really being cast aside at age 28? I don't know what to do. I feel lost, completely lost. What else am I supposed to do? On March 11th, a woman in Henan made headlines for her long daily commute. Earning 4,600 yuan a month, she drives 110 kilometers across cities to get work. The topic quickly became the #1 trending discussion on Weibo. According to Chinese media reports, the woman, surnamed Dong, lives in Xingyang, Henan, and works in Jiaozhou, Henan. She posted about her long commute online, sparking heated discussions. However, she noted that more than 10 of her colleagues also commute across cities like she does. Meanwhile, a former HR professional with 6 years of experience shared her struggle in finding a job. Though feeling frustrated, she tried to stay positive.
Hello， 大家好，我是妮妮妈妈。
Hi everyone, I'm Nini's mom. Honestly, it's a bit embarrassing to say this, but after 6 years in HR, I still can't find a job. But then I think, in this economy, it's normal, right? No need to stress too much, right? Today, I even did some part-time work and earned a little money, so I'm not completely giving up. It's just a matter of time. I'll find something eventually. Let's keep going. Others have noticed that online job platforms rarely have any new postings.
你们有没有发现，现在刷 Boss 已经没有什么新的东西出来了？
Have you noticed that there's nothing new on job sites like Boss Zhiping anymore? Every day, I scroll and see the same companies, the same positions. They've been hiring for so long but still haven't found anyone. And I've been job hunting for so long but I still haven't found a job. I keep wondering, why don't they just hire me? The difficulty of finding work after graduation is one of China's biggest challenges. More and more university graduates are joining the ranks of the unemployed. In 2024, China had 11.8 million fresh graduates, but according to a report by Zhao Pin, the employment rate among them fell from 57.6% in the previous year to 55.5%, meaning nearly half of graduates remain jobless. Looking ahead to 2025, an even larger wave of 12.2 million graduates is expected. With last year's job market already unable to absorb all university graduates, the addition of 430,000 more job seekers will only make youth unemployment worse. A female university student questioned what the future holds for China's graduate students.
是安徽的，安徽一个农村的，我妈是一位农民工。
I'm from a rural village in Anhui. My mom is a migrant worker, and she spent her life's hard-earned money to put me through college, but in the end, I can't even find a decent job. My mom is getting older. She never expected that after struggling for years as a cheap laborer, she would end up raising a daughter who is now just as cheap in the job market. The jobs I've applied for offer salaries around 3,000 yuan a month. That's all it takes to hire graduates like us now. But you can't even find a migrant worker willing to work for that little anymore. My mom worked for low wages to support me, hoping I'd have a better future, but now I'm earning the same or even less than she did. She added that after a month of job hunting, she's completely exhausted. Many of her male classmates have turned to food delivery, while the female ones have started live streaming. There's a popular joke in China. The delivery guys watch live streams when they take breaks, and the live streamers order food deliveries when they're hungry. The money from deliveries goes to tipping live streamers, and the money from streaming goes back to ordering food. She lamented, "Our parents worked so hard to put us through college, but we can't even find real jobs. We eat so much takeout that our health is suffering. It makes me wonder, are universities really here to educate us, or just to keep professors employed? Are we here to support the local businesses around our schools? College students help sustain so many industries, but no one is solving our employment problem." In response to the crisis, Chinese authorities are pushing graduates to take jobs in remote rural areas under initiatives like the Western Development Program. Political commentator Cai Shin-kun told Radio Free Asia that China's unemployment problem has become a national crisis. Even programs like the Western Development Plan can't create enough jobs. He estimated that China's real youth unemployment rate is at least 40%, far higher than the official figures. Even encouraging young people to work at the grassroots level or in rural areas won't fix the issue. Cai said, in the past, local governments kept expanding their workforce, but now they can't afford to keep hiring.